So where is it? What is so strange about being honest and saying, I want Barack Obama to fail, if his mission is to restructure and reform this country so that capitalism and individual liberty are not its foundation?
Controversial talk radio host Rush Limbaugh said it, along with other falsehoods on former President Barack Obama.
Rush Limbaugh, one of your big critics, Rush Limbaugh said he hopes this administration fails. You know, so you're saying, I hope America fails. You're like, I don't care about people losing their homes or jobs, our soldiers in Iraq. He just wants the country to fail. To me, that's treason. He's not saying anything differently than what Osama bin Laden is saying. You know, you might want to look into this, sir, because I think maybe Rush Limbaugh was the 20th hijacker, but he was just so strung out on Oxycontin he missed his flight. Too much? Okay.
Comedian Wanda Sykes had no problem shoving it right back in Limbaugh's face.
The president made a decision that he wasn't going to criticize his successor. That's his call. It's a precedent that was set by his father. I'm not bound by those strictures. And some people don't like that, but I feel very strongly about what's going on over there now, just as I did when we made the decision to go into Iraq in 2003. I believed in it then. I look back on it now. It was absolutely the right thing to do.
The war criminal himself, Dick Cheney, one terrifying individual who was widely condemned for the atrocities committed in the Middle East in the form of millions losing their lives.
Dick Cheney, oh my God, he's a scary man. It scares me to death. I tell my kids, I say, look, if two cars pull up and one has a stranger and the other car has Dick Cheney, you get in the car with the stranger. Dick Cheney is trying to defend torture. He's trying to defend torture. He goes, yeah, well, they should release the memos to show all that good information we got from our practices. You can't defend torture. That's like me robbing a bank and then going in front of the judge and saying, yes, Your Honor, I robbed the bank, but look at all these bills I paid.
Fair point, especially on the car analysis. Cheney, although he may be anti-Trump, is still one of the worst vice presidents of all time and should be shamed everywhere he goes for his actions.
Looking back on our founding fathers and seeing the sincerity there, the genuine love that they had of country, I don't think in recent days we can find too many of those politicians.
That's why we got to stop looking at, stop taking from the barrel and start picking from the tree. Who's your favorite founder?
Well, all of them, because they came collectively together with so much diverse,
Who's your favorite?
so much diverse opinion and so much diversity in terms of belief, but collectively they came together to form this union. No, and they were led by, of course, George Washington. So he's got to rise to the top. Washington was the consummate statesman.
Hard to believe she was the VP to John McCain in taking on Barack Obama. Just incredibly hard to envision what she would do. Possibly one of the most embarrassing politicians in our lifetime. In addition,
I know Governor Palin, she's not here tonight. She pulled out at the last minute. You know, somebody should tell her, that's not how you really practice abstinence. Oh, shut up. You're going to be telling that one tomorrow. Shut up.
Sykes clowns Palin, rightfully, for her cheerleading of abortion and women's rights as she sees them protecting human life, while also being a staunch advocate for the NRA and loosening gun laws in this country, where we fear sending our kids to school or praying or just being in public in American life.
Loudmouth liberals have never been afraid to besmirch the reputation of principled leaders inside the Bush administration. We waterboarded 3 people. 3.
Right.
And you know what? I would have done it myself.
But you're for torture, right?
I am for enhanced interrogations. I don't believe waterboarding is torture.
But you don't believe it's torture. Have you ever been waterboarded?
No, but Ollie North has, and I talked to him about it.
And would you consent to be waterboarded so we could get the truth out of you?
Yeah, sure.
We can waterboard you?
Sure.
Or are you busy on Sunday?
I'll do it for charity. I'll let you do it.
Hannity, who said this years back, shows how much of a man he is to willingly get waterboarded, though he'd never fulfill his promise, because of course he didn't. He's just another loudmouth buffoon on cable news, Murdoch News to be exact, that talks a big game but never goes through with his own words.
Sean Hannity said he was going to get waterboarded for charity for armed forces. He hasn't done it yet, I see. Talking about he can take a waterboard. Please, yeah, okay, yeah, you might want to get waterboarded by someone you know or trust, but, let somebody from Pakistan waterboard. Well, Keith Olbermann, let Keith Olbermann waterboard him. He can't take a waterboard. I can break Sean Hannity just by giving him a middle seat in coach. Oh, I need leg room.
And this is the reaction he should be met with. For all this crying about how the left are crybabies and snowflakes and soft, my man said he would be tortured yet backed out completely. What a goof.
With an A on the end. Isn't that the point? Because it's not racist. How many of you guys, in your own experience with women, have learned that no means yes if you know how to spot it? Meanwhile, Al Sharpton goes out the front door. Yes, I spoke a little Negro dialect there. I can do that when I want to.
This guy was one of the worst, wasn't he? Just a true stain on American media, yet simultaneously a pioneer for the likes of Charlie Kirk, Jack Posobiec, and other goons on the right.
Rush Limbaugh, I hope the country fails. I hope his kidneys fail. How about that? He needs a good waterboarding. That's what he needs.
All right, maybe that one went a little too far.
We're playing pig, right?
All right, I'm behind you. Don't
You behind me?
do anything crazy. That wasn't planned.
They got that.
It's the White House rim.
Do I have to like lose the ball? You don't have to. Don't throw the game. Got paid.
Sykes also clowns Obama on his basketball playing days and how the competition may not be pure and fair in her mind.
I must say, Mr. President, I thought that, that when you got into office that you would put a swift end to your basketball pickup plan, pickup basketball plan, I mean, come on. First black president playing basketball, that's one step forward, two steps back. And really, are you any good? I bet you think your game is really nice right now, don't you? Yeah, you really think you got good moves, huh? I mean, come on, nobody's gonna give the president a hard foul with the Secret Service standing there. He's probably bragging and everything. You should have seen me today, baby. I was balling, Yeah. They just stroking your ego, like, oh, Mr. President, you really shook me that time, I thought you were going this way, and then I saw Secret Service do this, so I went that way, and right to the hole, sir, right to the hole.
Another fair point. Who's going to take on Obama and give 110%? Who's going to give their best Tony Allen impressions defensively? Let's get real here. It's the President of the United States, not a staffer or even an intern.
The most Marie Antoinette I have ever seen of anything with Michelle Obama. Did you see the dress she was wearing while she went down and toured the oil spill? Did you see it?
I did not.
This is good stuff. She looks like, who pulls this dress out of the closet and says, you know what, I think I'm going to go tour the oil.
You don't think she was appropriately dressed for the oil spill?
I think this is an outrage. This is like...
It's an outrage.
Oh, it's
her dress was an outrage.
It's an outrage. Look at the dress.
That's just not a first lady. I don't care what color she is. It's just... just doesn't act and look like a first lady. I mean, she's more about showing her arms off than, you know. I think that's very inappropriate for a lot of functions that she goes to.
Lest we forget, conservatives love policing women, not just their ovaries, but their appearance as well.
The First Lady, beautiful as always, look very nice, and how dare you people give her grief about bearing her arms? The country is broke, all right? Sleeves cost money. And you have lovely arms, so I'm glad you're showing off your arms. That's right. That's why also you let, some of these little floozies out here know. Yeah, you can try some funny business if you want to, but you're going to get one of these babies around your neck. If you have beautiful arms, like some of the previous first ladies, they needed sleeves. I mean, some of them needed ponchos. Good grief. I didn't name any names. Oh, and God forbid if Joe Biden falls in the hands of terrorists. God forbid if there's ever a hostage situation. We're done. Oh, they won't even have to torture him. All they have to do is go, "How's it going, Joe?" He come back with stacks of information. What did you do? Did you waterboard him? No, I just said nice weather. And he's still talking.
Feels eerily similar to what we're experiencing right now, to be quite frank. Hey everyone, if there are any stories that you want to bring to our attention, whether it is the local level, collegiate level, professional level, national level, that you think would be worthy of a story and us covering, there are so many hours in a day and only so much we see. Submit them to me. Get at me on Twitter, on Instagram, and TikTok. Send me a DM, send me a tweet, what have you. We appreciate it. Hope you have a great day.